Welcome! We're Small and Mighty, and today we're going on an adventure!
Yeah.
How are we all doing, guys? Are we excited to play?
Yeah. Good. I'm gonna kiss your potions. Like that.
Thanks, Unai, for that
Very
lovely
good.
kiss.
Oh,
Sure.
That's not
Yes.
how it looked on my screen. It
Oh.
looked like on my screen. It looked like Sarah was confused and you were kissing her.
Oh,
that's also what it like to me too. Yeah.
well, the stream we rearranged
Discord is
things.
laid
in
out
the
very
stream.
differently to our stream, so
Uh,
who knows? And I don't have the stream open, so I don't know what's going on.
Good.
Hi everybody, how are we doing? We're gonna play some D&D today. Plan is we're gonna play for about 2-3 hours, with a short break about an hour in. But as always, this is D&D, this is improv. Who the fuck knows what's gonna happen? So don't hold us too closely to this.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Will, do you have an idea what's gonna happen today?
I know what's going to happen. Yeah,
What's gonna
I'm
happen?
not going to tell anyone. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
no,
good.
I
Yeah, keep it-
I've looked
No,
ahead.
no spoil. This is a no spoilers stream,
no
so
spoiler
keep it to
zone.
yourself.
Yeah, no, but I had a vision, and
Okay.
yeah, I now know what's going to happen. So,
Okay.
Great.
Good luck,
That
everyone.
is that why you sent me your last will and testament?
Yes, yeah. Just
I
to you,
can-
Ryan, not to my family. Yeah, no.
Somewhere in
I mean,
there,
I was
there's-
honoured but confused.
That's not Chad's last will and testament. That's mine
Yeah,
in real life. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Basically.
Fair enough.
Somewhere
At
in there,
last,
there's a joke
Will
about
Dixon
you
and
being
Testament.
called Will and it being your last will. And
I was
testament.
gonna-
I'm not
yeah.
putting- I'm not putting two and two together right now.
It's not the last. Will is not the last will, but we can confirm. The will you can see here, lovely audience, is the latest will. In fact,
Latest will.
is the latest version of will.
My first actual album that I made when I was like 16 was called First Will and Testament.
Of course.
That's very nice, actually.
There you go. There you go.
Good name.
Incredible.
My dad came up with it. It's very proud.
Suddenly the music went like.
His name was-
ominous.
Testament.
Yeah.
Very nice. Anyway,
Glorious.
Anyway, yes, D&D. Inspiration token. I have it down there. Christina has the inspiration token.
Oh, do I? Cool.
You
yeah.
do. For a traumatic experience you went through
Yeah.
last session, which let's talk about last session, shall we, guys? You, Small and Mighty, find yourself deep within the halls of the Labyrinth Librarium, searching for a tome which you now know the name of, which is called The Mighty Consequences of Small Prophecies.
That's
Due to a certain spider that you had interactions with. You spent some time interacting with the spider, trying to find a book for it, only to find yourself being tricked, as is seemingly the nature of this place, to trick you, trap you, and waste your time. And that's unfortunately what's been happening, because as you all know, you were told when entering this place 3 hours, nothing longer should you stay here. Otherwise, things would get bad. You haven't been told exactly what will happen, you just know that you shouldn't find out. And we find ourselves now quite late into that. So, mechanically speaking, 3 hours translates into 18 turns, and we find ourselves now with 5 turns to go for you to find the book in question and find the exit, of which you have not seen so far. But
Good.
in your wanderings in this place, and especially trying to find a tome that didn't exist and almost sucked Tali into it magically, the party seemingly started to fracture a little bit. Tension
little bit.
rising high.
Wonder
with the time
why.
period going.
It's almost
Yeah.
as if
A battle with a spider kind of drew you down to low HP, and Chad, rather helpfully, was trying to just deal with some poison that was affecting Christina.
yeah.
And I think at this point it kind of dawned on all the players, especially as well, that Chad is a vampire, and putting his mouth directly to a wound, ooh, not a good choice.
so not the brightest idea we've ever had.
No, not
It's
really.
great.
This inevitably led to Chad dealing with taking a little snack. Let's put it that way.
Nom
A
nom.
little quick pit style little snack, which unsurprisingly Christina did not enjoy. A little bit of a PvP broke out, tiny bit, and there was a few rounds of tension between the group. Where people were kicking themselves. Tali was upset that they had fallen for a trick. Chad suddenly lost all faith in his own ability to be in control. had to be talked out of it by Brask, and Christina retreated inside her amulet for a time being. But after a little bit of a pep talk from Brask, you kind of pulled yourself back together, and hopefully what is that sort of that tipping point in the heroic journey of a challenge, and you have banded back together, and you're now pushing further, as short on time as you are, into the labyrinth. And that is where we pick up. So Christina has returned from the amulet. You have, Christina, had a little short rest, whereas the rest of you have been pushing through, starting to run a little bit on fumes, I think. And you've just opened the door into room 8. I can't remember if we were mid-turn or not. So
There was enemies here, no?
not in room 8,
No,
no.
no, no.
Okay.
I don't want it to
Nope.
be.
You haven't found an enemy since the spider. So I will say that this is a fresh turn, because I can't remember if we left it midway or not. So we pick up here.
So this is
What would you guys like to
turn.
do?
Which
This
turn
is-
is this?
Wait, yeah. Turn
It
The
will be
13?
turn 14?
40.
Hold on.
That feels quite
10,
far.
5,
We have
11,
5
12,
left.
13. Yes.
No, yeah. Turn 14. Yeah, start. Damn it. I wanted
It's
to
fine.
barter a little bit to see
Good
if we
time.
could make it turn 13, but
Barter
no, we
with the
can't.
DM.
We can't. Yeah, I want to be cheeky sometimes.
I'll
£50.
Adam,
Would I?
Damn
If
it.
you send me
What?
£50, I'll make it turn 13.
Fair.
No, Adam, we're bartering the wrong way. We'll do some really cool stuff in this, and you give us an extra turn to do it in. That sounds.
Here's
yeah.
the thing, Will. If I put a bit of pressure on you, you guys are going to do some really cool stuff, otherwise you're stuck.
Very
in
good.
it, so-
Nice. Cool.
That's fair. That's fair.
No, I say we all resign ourselves to just sitting in this room until time runs out.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Go on strike, guys.
great.
Okay.
Let's go on strike.
It makes up for a really interesting stream.
Yeah. Cool. I think the general gist was that Chad and Tali at the front. So the
Chad
start
goes
of this
first to,
probably-
like,
Yeah, you were sort of doing a bit of a
But-
leapfrogging thing, Chad, because you kind of you push on to scout ahead and then jump back, and then the group overtakes you.
Yeah. So that's 30. 5, 40.
Well, the music really
45.
changed that.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, got something weird going
I don't
on with
mind
music.
it. It's a nice music.
We don't want the nice music though.
Hmm.
All right.
We want the spooky.
Eerie.
music.
Cool.
Chad, as you sort of entered into this room, and Tali, you're obviously in the doorway of this room as well. Roll me a perception check.
Yes.
No, that's only 45 of my my movement, by the way.
I thought you meant that was 45 in your perception check.
Jesus.
And I love that you prefaced it with only. Well, that's only a 45 on a perception check. Like,
Oh,
what the?
13 on the
13.
perception.
9.
9. So, Tali, you don't notice this. Tensions are running high. You are stressed. You are focused. Chad, as you enter this room and sort of, you are in scout mode. You're looking around and sort of heading towards the door directly ahead of you. With a 13, you spot something a little bit odd. As you pass into this room, there is a bookcase and a number of books on the floor. The books that are on the floor, there is a small puddle of ink that is growing.
Growing.
As you see what appears to be like ink leaking out of these books. And you look to the bookcase and you see a number of books on the bookcase also have ink just
Dribble. Dribbly.
dripping.
As Chad's going through that room and he sees that, he's going to call back to everyone. But please get through this room as quickly as possible. Please do not dawdle. There is no stopping. Please continue on.
It's like
This is
a
a
Awfully
direct
long.
line through to the exit.
just
yeah.
Train
Please
will not be
progress.
stopping.
Yeah, do not collect £200. Do not engage.
Lovely.
I don't care what on earth this thing is or what's happening. Let's go. There's like ink happening. Let's just carry on. Yeah, good. Thank you. Glad we.
there's like ink happening. That's like put on a t-shirt.
There's like
Famous
ink
phrase.
happening. You know. Are we still having to specify how we open doors?
Mm.
You tell me.
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh, I have notes on this.
Yeah.
The way we were doing it was anti-clockwise.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I would like to open this door with the anti-clockwise of the turning the handle anti-clockwise, please.
Put the hand on the little doorknob, you twist it anti-clockwise. The door opens.
Alright.
Cool.
God.
So. Oh, and there's nothing on
No,
the other
actually-
side.
No, we actually haven't removed the door yet.
All right.
No, good. Right.
Just step into the void.
Ta-da, there you
I
go.
was like, it's a door to just a brick wall.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, that's very Matrix-like though. I would
yeah.
love
And the
that.
door is another
50,
door.
55, 60.
Another door.
Right, yeah, there's another door. Another door at the end of
Speaking
here.
of another door,
Okay.
Come on through. Yep, go. Don't
please.
don't bother looking at the ink. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, as Chad sort of mentions ink, you do all spot this small puddle of ink starting to like
Fantastic.
fill around the books in this room.
Is it filling up quickly? Like, are we going to be able to get past it without any incident? Without being like.
Roll me a perception check.
Perception.
Yeah.
I
Oh, that's
think
much better. 23.
23.
better than a
You sort of
saving
like
throw.
now you're conscious of it, and like Chad's point out, you look at it, and it does seem to be growing. This puddle under these books seems to be growing quite quickly. And as you kind of take a moment to
Thought
watch
as
the
much.
books on this bookcase, you see a few of them, few more start dripping,
Oh no.
and you start to see one almost like it's just like a tap, almost just starts running.
Yeah, we probably want to. We want to get through this room very quickly because this is getting worse. Everything's leaking.
Cool.
Uh,
What's the how's
I was
the
just gonna.
yeah?
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. What's the turn order like?
You at the moment you all go
There
at the
actually
same time.
isn't one.
There's no
Oh
turn
right,
order.
of course. Sorry.
And then Charlie will say, like, Chad, we probably shouldn't get too separated just in case something happens in that.
So in that case, I'm gonna move my little token as well. But the maximum is 60, right?
60 if you
yes.
dash.
If you dash, you can go 12 squares. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, sure. I'm gonna stay kind of here, but taking into account that Chad goes first in the next turn. But I'm just gonna.
Oh, see,
Park it
interesting
there.
because so Charlie still
Oh.
has 30 feet of movement left,
Yeah.
but so Pebble could open the door.
Do you wanna
For
I
some
don't know.
reason-
I
one
don't
second.
know if we want to like Charlie goes a bit far
Wait,
away.
wait. Roll
but
20 is just like screwing up.
it'll
It's being very
itself out.
slow. But that's...
It'll figure itself out in a second.
It's not.
Oh,
your-
Pebble, you're moving up. Yeah, so there's a
yeah,
door
yeah.
directly ahead of you. Do you wish to open it?
For the sake of timekeeping, yes, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's okay. So wait. That's 60.
You're going back again.
I don't know what's happening because I can't see that in my screen, but the stream can. Sorry, guys.
Are you actually moving your character or using the ruler? Because at the moment
I'm.
you're not moving on. my
I'm doing
screen.
both. I did both.
I'm gonna refresh. all of
Let me. Yeah. Let me just.
Either way, well,
Put it-
for trying to sort
There you
themselves out.
Hey, no, it's fine. So that's I moved 60.
Yes, yes. You use
So-
your action dash, but you have what's called a free object interaction,
Cool.
which is what we've been using to open doors. So
If
would you like to
I
open the door?
if I get into trouble by opening the door, can I close it as a free action or
No.
can Tally or Chad close it as a free
Yes.
action?
Well-
Okay. At the moment, like
Chad
Oh,
already.
you
Chad,
could-
not Chad.
Well,
Chad.
not
will be
Chad,
able
but
so,
Tali.
but Tally can. Okay, so yeah. Okay,
Tali,
so
you've already got.
let's
Still got some movement.
to.
As
I've
well,
got. I
so-
can dash. I have an action and. I have free
let's just play it as if we decided to open the Tally and I at least decide to open that door and look what's there.
So you're gonna open the door.
Yeah,
Okie dokie. You open the door and you see another room ahead of you.
cool, but I can't do anything.
You cannot, and once again you see that there is puddles of ink filling up this
Ah.
room.
What, the other room?
The room you're looking into, yeah.
Oh my god.
Pebble,
No,
you've
no,
still
no,
got
no,
20
no, no, no.
You've still got 20 feet of movement, Pebble, by the way.
No, what?
Yeah.
How?
You've only moved 40 feet
Alright, thank you.
to
That's
dash.
true.
Okay, I'm gonna peep. Can I do the
Where's
peep?
Brask,
Peep?
by the way?
That's-
Chad's gonna
Just-
call back
I'm
to
back with
Ross
Christina
and
at the minute.
Christina.
Back
Like,
around
oh
the
yeah,
corner.
you might want to get through that room nice and quickly.
Wait, 20 feet I have, so another 2 squares, so I can be there. That's the limit.
The 4 squares.
Yeah. I did 2 and then another 2. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, you
So
pull up the door.
I relay this information. This one is yeah. Is there any
can see-
plumber here? Good.
you can see that this book, this is a much larger bookcase than the one in the previous room, and like quite a lot of the books here are leaking. You can see like almost like taps of running down, hitting other books, running through those books, and then those ones also like they're starting to cascade down this bookcase, this ink.
I really don't want to touch any of that ink unless I'm already submerged in
You
it.
can see like the puddle is growing to the point where it's very close to like
Yeah.
covering the entire floor of this room.
Maybe in the next turn I will cast something for this.
Okay, Tali's gonna move a dash then, I suppose. Chad, you'll look out for Brask, right?
Yeah. Brask, Christina, come on. We really don't want to be taking our time here.
25. Free action, open the door.
Reaction.
Oscar's gonna
Yeah.
let Christina go in front of him and then sort of
Oh, okay.
look out for the rear.
One,
He has
two,
sensed that everyone's suddenly pretty tense about this room.
4.
We should probably get ready to fight something.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Brask's light, for the benefit of the chat, Brask's light is orange because he has a torch.
I also dashed, by the way.
Everyone else's light
Yep.
is grey or white
That's
because
all
we can see in the dark. Also, let's.
Open the door.
Yeah.
I-
Have a free action.
I will say as well, Brask, when you go past that door, can you close it, please? Please, can you close it? Door to room
Yes.
8. Please close it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Close
Close
that door again.
the door.
Charlie, open this door. That's fine.
And
Brask,
I can
you
move
are
one more space,
closing
so
that
I'm gonna
door.
go here.
Yeah.
Does this room also look? I don't know if I don't wait till next time, but does it also look like there's dripping in here?
Absolutely. There are less books in this one, so it isn't filling up quite as quickly as the room beforehand. But there's piles of books in this room, and you can see puddles are forming to the point where the puddles are now connecting in this room.
Yeah, it's dripping in here too, so we just need to keep moving. Hopefully.
I mean, Pell will be
Ready-
stressed, but I'm happy that things are happening. Sorry, Brask.
Are there any tables or anything that we can walk on? Can we floor as lava this bad boy?
No, there is not. Apart from like the books themselves or the bookcases, there's not like any other furniture. Pretty much what you see on the map is what is in these rooms.
Yeah.
Chad's gonna just call out. Yeah, is this? Can we just double check? Is this ink actually there, or is this another illusion type thing? Might be worth checking if this is real or if it's just in our heads.
Can Brask try and smell it?
Yes. Roll me a perception check.
He got an unnatural 20.
Amazing.
That's about
No.
You are pretty certain this is real ink. Like you can smell that kind of like earthy kind of smell that you get from ink.
Can I put a candle and like just dip the bottom of the candle in? Just...
Yep. You sort of grab a candle and sort of dip it in, and the white candlestick comes out, and it is that kind of blackish blue color.
Yep, that's a.
It was real to me.
Well, I mean, yep, ink's fine. I can get inky
Well,
feet. But,
We don't know if it's just ink though. It could be magical.
I would definitely assume it's magical ink. I've never seen normal ink do this before.
Yeah, that'd be a bit, the books would be a bit wet if normal books did that.
Okay. Anything else happening on this turn? Or we all moved and done anything?
Have we
That's
all done everything?
We all dashed and.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember how far I went. Let me.
I think.
How far
basically
is it
where
in
you
total
ended
with-
up-
I'm about
think you-
right.
Yeah, I think you've done. I think you should be one. Were you one ahead or one behind Christina?
I want ahead.
Ahead.
So
So
then
you
you
can
end up
you
one
can go. Yeah,
I
yeah.
can be there. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. End of the turn.
Well then, yeah.
There are 4 turns remaining. As you're standing around and sort of again slowly kind of creeping your way through these rooms, the ink does continue to rise, like to the point where your instinct initially might be that all the words in these books might be sort of melting almost and running out.
Mm.
But now you're starting to see the rooms are kind of getting like an inch deep of ink, and like there is clearly more ink running out of these books than there would have been
Don't drown.
written
So-
into them.
So we are actively our clothes are actively touching the ink, and nothing is happening other than stains, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Essentially.
Okay, so it's not malicious in the sense that okay, fine.
Yes.
But we are
Don't
gonna drown in
think
it.
Everyone
that's
able to
more your
swim.
concern.
Yeah. Sorry,
Everyone
Ross.
able to
Concern is
swim?
more
Is that a
that
thing?
Yeah,
anyone can swim.
I don't think Tali would have ever been in the sea.
That's right.
Other.
By default,
Or a
most people can
river.
swim. I mean, Brask in particular, you actually have what's called a swim speed because you're a
Oh.
Draken. So you are better
I
at
was gonna
swimming than
say.
most other people. And also you have an ability that lets you hold your breath for longer.
All right.
But yes, as you are starting to kind of become weary of the fact that this is filling up, it also dawns on you that the hallways between rooms are lower than the rooms themselves. The rooms themselves go up about sort of 10-ish feet. The hallways only go up about sort of 6 feet. So if they would start filling up, there would be a point where maybe there'd be an air bubble to a room, but you'd have to start swimming through hallways. You're starting to wonder if this is perhaps why you don't want to stick around.
Yeah. Wait. So
Uh,
They
wait.
started quite early. They got like 40 minutes left before they need to be.
And it
Wait,
is
wait,
going
wait,
very
wait.
slowly.
Wait. This is like the communicating glasses thing. It doesn't. No matter the depth of any room, the bubble of air, provided that the rooms are connected, is gonna be the same.
Yes.
No.
Sorry.
Do I
I'm
need
evil.
to roll? Do I need to roll a perception check to see if did the closing of the door make a difference to the ink levels in the corridor? Because Chad's still I assume the last one inside the corridor at the moment. I don't know what.
Yes,
top of
you
my
would see
head.
that closing the door is you're not sure what, like the door has closed. You're not sure what's going on the other side of it, but like the ink that's coming from you won't see it yet. But room 9, the room ahead of you, you can see that ink is like curling round the hallway. So it's not like
Okay.
the ink level isn't equal everywhere.
Oh shit!
So
But
yes, the ink is coming from books in rooms rather than actually from the.
Yeah, it's
from,
not like growing out
walls
the
and
floor or
stuff.
anything
Yeah.
like that. So
but I would imagine as well that the rooms have probably a higher ceiling than the corridors themselves.
that's what I was saying. Yes.
I understand you now. Oh, that's
Ah.
a very good mechanic.
But yeah,
Okay.
you figure like Chad, kind of regardless of like given like an hour more time, these rooms will probably be filled with ink.
Yeah.
Chad, have you already
No.
moved a whole distance?
No, that's 40. So,
Oh.
left or right?
Oh,
Left. Wait. Well, I mean, I
do you want
suppose
to
you.
open one, and I could always open the second one.
Yeah.
Could see what's behind it at least.
Yep. That's 45 for me. Can I do the old?
Well, one thing I was saying is
Clockwise?
that this room in particular, so as of so far, every room you've kind of walked into, the doors have looked pretty much identical. The thing you notice about this room is the handles of the doors are both on the like interior. Up until now, all the doors have handle has always been on the right side, and you turn it anti-clockwise.
Mm.
The door you're now facing has the handle on the left side,
Ooh.
and then the door to the south is the way that other doors have been, the handle on the right side. So there's something slightly different about the doors in front of you.
One thing that's occurring to me as well is, are the higher the ink gets, are the doors going to become more difficult to open?
Potentially.
Great.
Should I not have said anything in case you didn't notice that? Did I just make it harder for us?
I like that. I like that. I like physics.
Right. Chad's gonna open this clockwise.
Mm.
Well, it's on the it's on the other opposite.
Yeah.
It's
No,
not
that's
all
good.
that-
That's why I've got this little piece of
Nice.
because I remember in the book Holes, that they made into a film with Shia LaBeouf. That bit where they decide that there was like, oh well, we went across there and then we turned left, so therefore we need to turn right, and then say so in backwards we should turn the other way. But they realised actually that they turned the same way. So I was just like, is this one of those? No, you would, if that's anti-clockwise, you would, in order to turn it the same way, you'd turn it clockwise.
The Chad, yes, you see this door in front of you that is inverted to every door you've seen so far, and you're like, yeah, okay, so I need to invert what I'm doing
yeah.
as well. So you turn this handle clockwise. Please roll me 1d8.
Oh.
Could be a
Just wanna
good
say,
D8. It could be a good D8.
I've seen holes and read it many times, and that I still have no clue what you were just talking about.
Yeah, I don't
It's
remember
like
that
the
part
one that-
either, but it's fine. I'm just trusting
That's
Will.
That's a 1.
1.
Mm.
Tyler, you can see Chad.
Mm.
You watch as Chad sort of like you watch as Chad like doing like mental arithmetic in the head, like measuring. I was like, got it, clockwise. You watch as Chad turns the door clockwise, and then Chad just disappears.
Chad?
Oh, fuck.
Shit, the bed.
You rolled a 1, did you, Will?
I rolled a 1.
You find yourself back in the middle of room 2.
Wait.
Oh, dear.
Excellent. Well, I've still got 15 feet of movement, so
Not a
So you're
total
like,
loss.
aha, choo, just disappear. And then you're like, "Blah!" Oh no.
right.
Oh,
And you
but
can see the
then-
room, you hear a splash as you kind of land in what is now a growing puddle of ink.
Right. Chad is in full tactical mode. He's not gonna miss a beat. He's just gonna go, right, I recognise this is room 2. Let's go back through to room 1. Right, so 5, 10, 15. Back in room 1.
Is Chad what is Chad wearing? Like, do you have like an amulet or anything that would be like an object that's not?
He has his shield, his armor, like you know his equipment.
Oh, his shield. Can
Or
I
a vial
cast...
of your blood.
That's true. Oh,
Yeah.
always gotta.
You are very familiar with his
remind us all.
blinds.
A belly full of Christina's blood.
Yeah.
No.
Triggered!
Yum, yum.
Tali needs to understand what has just happened. So,
That's in locate object, do you?
yeah, I think so.
That's fine.
It's a bit. Yeah.
What is the range on locate object? I think we did it before. It's bigger
It's
than
1,000 feet.
Yes, it's
Wow.
bigger than dungeon. You
On his
sense.
shield, yeah.
Yeah, fine. On Chad, basically. You sense Chad in the northern part of the dungeon, basically where you
Oh.
started.
Oh.
Did Parley see Chad do the clockwise thing?
Mhm.
Yes, I will say Tyler's perceptive enough to watch as Chad went up to this. I said there was a pause, you kind of thought about it, went, aha! And then disappeared.
So then, do we have to turn it the other way, or?
Roll me an insight.
Yeah,
Check
like
die.
is it? There's a couple of things going on because he turned it a different way, and he also got teleported.
Yeah, roll me an insight.
Insight check. Yeah. Oh, natural 20. 26.
Natural 20. You are fresh off of being tricked by this dungeon, and you think the fact that this door is inverted is entirely a red herring made to make you do the opposite thing. You think this door, you still need to turn it anti-clockwise.
Oh, so it can still open.
Yes, you think this is the door
Normally.
that can open. You think because
Yeah,
it was
I
reversed,
see.
it would make someone think you need to do the opposite action,
Oh.
which is what Chad did, and he fell for a trick,
Okay.
and has been seemingly teleported to right back near the beginning.
Does the
Awesome.
door on the left side, Ali's view, does that have the normal handle?
That looks like every other door you've seen so far.
Okay, that's fine. Tali's gonna call back to the rest of the group. So, Chad, there was a door that Chad got tricked by a door, and I think he was teleported somewhere else in the dungeon, like back to where we were before. So,
Great.
just continue to turn the doors clockwise. I think we'll try.
Anti-
We'll
anti-
try and
Anti-clockwise.
sorry, yeah, anti-clockwise. We'll try and meet back up with him. He might. Yeah, we're both going to the same place. Tali's gonna take this door and is gonna open it the other way.
Anti-clockwise.
Indeed, the other way. The way
So
Chad
you,
did not.
having watched Chad disappear, you put your hand on this, you turn it anti-clockwise, and the door opens as if there was nothing
Cool.
unusual about it.
Pebble is fast.
If someone could open the door at the bottom, that would be helpful and
Pebble
see like
do it.
what does it look like.
I think Pebble will do it.
While you're moving down there, Unai, Chad. So just to be clear, you obviously move from room 2 back into room 1. That is obviously going the opposite way to where your companions are currently.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
But there is.
He won't
Chad-
make it. Yeah.
Chad immediately realizes where he is, and
Yeah.
there is no chance of him catching up with anyone. Like that's impossible. So
roll me an insight check, Chad. Or I'll let you do investigation if that's better for you.
God, I can't remember which one that is. Insight or investigation? Insight. 3.
5.
5. Yeah, you're pretty happy with what you're doing.
Yeah. Good.
Cool. So Pebble, you move down to that door down the bottom, and you're opening that one, are you?
Yes.
Yep. So anti-clockwise once again.
Anti-clockwise.
You
Yeah.
see a hallway.
All right.
You.
I describe what's going on. I suppose Talia describes what's going on as well.
Well, what is? I can't actually.
So mine goes like straight for 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 squares. I mean, yeah. Go straight for 3 squares after the square where the door is at, and then it turns left.
There. Okay. Interesting.
So it's like
Yeah,
left.
Yeah.
From
Close to
yeah,
the south.
yeah, exactly. West, 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 south. then I can't
Yeah,
see.
this one is one. There's one square, and then it takes a right. I could have a quick
North.
look and see if this is a dead end because it's shorter than the
Cool.
one you've just opened. Because I'm still on. I've not dashed yet, so then 15, 20, 25. Not super helpful. This one still continues.
Cool.
So we'll need to pick.
Can Pebble? So
Yeah.
Pebble has done 6 squares, which is 30 feet, right?
Mhm. You
So
can dash and do another 6.
yeah. So
But
let's
if we get
let's do that.
separated, we have to be careful. We don't want to get too spread out, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna. So he can do another 3. What? He can do how many?
You can
another
do
6.
6 more squares.
6
If you
more
dash,
squares.
you can do 6 more squares.
But the opening the door was free action, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So
fine.
as
You wouldn't be able to open another door if you found one.
and then dashing is
can.
the other action, is what we mean. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah,
Well,
you have an action, a bonus action, and a free action.
Oh dear.
Oh, I realized technically Tali can't dash, so I'm actually stuck.
Oh,
I use locate object.
that's fair. You cannot. So, but Brask or Christina could push ahead of you
That's true.
if you directed them forward. But so,
I
Pebble, what are
mean-
you doing? Are you going to dash ahead and have a look?
Pebble's curiosity is like too much. 3, 4. This is a dead end.
Okay, great.
I've done 4.
So
I mean,
if guys
well,
want to come this way?
it's not. I mean, okay. Let me
Is it a
describe.
dead end or is it not a dead end?
It's okay. So it's after the door. It's like west, 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 then south, south, and then it bends east. So it's not. No,
Bear in
well,
mind that I know Unai can see
Yeah,
the
sorry.
boundaries of the map.
it's not a dead end. Pebble doesn't think
But it
it's
goes
a dead
back on
end.
us.
Pebble isn't, no, but
And Pebble is gonna, because of that, Pebble's gonna continue for a little bit
But
longer.
it does go. We do understand, directions enough to understand that loops back on ourselves. That's going the opposite way that we want to go.
Now Pebble sees that it's a dead end.
yes.
Now he sees, but now he's wasted his
just because
movement.
it doubles back doesn't mean there couldn't be something there that is important.
Yeah, yeah.
True, but if we're trying to get to the center of we know we've come around yeah.
Yes, but Pebble wouldn't know. I mean, no one knows where, like, how much
you don't
of
know what
the
the center is
librarian we have. Yeah. So I was playing as Unai, not as Pebble, so it wasn't.
That's fair.
fair.
But yes, that's the end of Pebble's
Tali
movement.
will relay that the way that Tali is currently is the way forward.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna keep dashing, so.
Yeah. If you want, you can push past Tali, have a look down there, and Brass, you can do the same.
8.
Brask is a bit like. Are we gonna do anything about Chad?
Well, we can't. What do we do, Brusk? He's back at the up where we started. We can't go back. We have to.
I mean, we could all teleport by opening a door wrong. We could
Well,
all do
there's
that.
no
So is
guarantee
he
it
is
will
he
take us to the
stuck
same-
back there? Is my question.
Well, I don't. I
like,
mean, the big wall
what's his
that was
choices?
there will probably have gone now, so he can probably go the way that the Misfits originally went. So
Okay.
if you want to try and, I don't think we should. I don't think it's a good idea to be splitting up. But if you want to go, try and teleport to Chad, then you can do it via this door.
Well, we don't really know if that works that way.
We don't know if it works. We don't know if it'll put you somewhere else. It could be, it's a trick. It's a trap. It's designed to lure you in. I don't. Tali
That's
doesn't
true.
think a good idea.
I end up just rolling into a different room.
But would Brask rationalize this that way?
No, I don't. This is what I'm trying to figure out. It's all so each round we're doing. How long is that in time?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Each round is 10 minutes.
Each round is 10 minutes, yes.
Okay, so that's not a huge amount of time. I was gonna say because Brass can like we said, he can swim pretty fast and he can hold his breath for a while, but not like a huge amount of time. So. Oh no.
Hmm.
Alright, everyone's telling him not to do it, so Brask won't do it. His whole thing has
Okay.
been resigned himself to not go it alone. And,
Yeah. I get it.
But yeah, he'll do what he's
We
told.
need to stick together in case we encounter anything. Anything else like that spider.
So how far with the dash can I go again?
12
Six.
squares.
Yeah.
With a dash.
12 with a dash. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, the good news is it's a really long hallway.
How's that good news?
Let's go somewhere.
I don't know. There's no spider. I don't know.
Okay, fair enough. Good.
Okay. I think that's everyone's movement for this round, so that is
Oh
the
my God.
end of that round. So 3 rounds remain.
Great.
The
You
dash
once
was my
again see-
action, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you have a
Oops.
bonus action, that's it.
Sorry. I've fucked up.
actually,
All
wait, maybe-
see that the ink level is rising now. We're kind of a couple of inches off the floor, even the rooms you're in. Chad, the room you're in, the beginning, you see like it's almost like water falling off of those bookcases into the floor now. The other piles of books were there. You see those are now risen and now floating on top, and they're starting to move around.
5:30.
Excellent.
I think
Whoops.
we're gonna have
I will
to
say
dash.
before,
Oh.
since you are now split into 2 groups, as it were, we'll start with Chad.
Where's
I
the
want to see what
Chad?
Chad
Oh,
Yes.
okay. I moved.
I moved mine as well.
That's fine. It's fine. Don't even just leave it there for a second while we sort of resolve Chad.
Please, can I do another insight check?
Yes, 100%.
Just to think, but without that being my action. Would that be
Yeah.
possible?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Just to see if Chad.
I mean, what are
has
you trying to
had a
get to?
Similar
Yeah.
idea. Basically, Chad's trying to. I'm trying to see if Chad would also have thought the same thing that Brask suggested. Of if I. No, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. We've already seen what happens when we turn this particular door the wrong way, and it didn't
Yes.
teleport anyone.
No,
And
this
he
one just
didn't
shot
get
through.
teleported to a door. He got teleported to a room. So Chad's going to assume that there's no way of teleporting himself back.
Yeah, you think in the nature of this place, again, the tricks and traps, these aren't like convenient portals. This was a late
Yeah.
dungeon trap, essentially, that is supposed to throw you
Yeah.
back to the beginning.
Yeah. Okay, right. So Chad's gonna tally 4. That's 10. That's 20. Anti-clockwise, please.
Anti-clockwise. You blast open this door, and you see a corridor before you.
30, 40, 50, 60. Cool.
You see another door at the end of the hallway. You can see the door in front of you now. Like these doors, they're not completely watertight, and you can see there is ink
Yeah,
leaking from
seeping
underneath,
through.
kind of bleeding down into the hallway you're in.
Cool. That's about all Chad can do.
Fair enough. Right, group down below. Continue your turns.
That moves my movement. I mean, Tali's
That's all cool.
gonna
Yeah,
dash.
Pebble's done all all the move. Pebble's got some moves.
This is all that Tali can go, so
1, 2,
Ooh.
3,
can't really see much more.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh!
Oh, what's this? What's this? I see my little eyes. Oh,
So you just about
I
see
can't-
Christina No, so I can give you a description while you're waiting for the image to kind of clear
No,
up.
I can see. I was like, I couldn't pan, but there's a hole. It looks like a hole with rubble.
You do see a hole. You see the room before you open up into a much larger chamber than you've seen so far. From the doorway, it's like an archway, so you can't see the ceiling, but it does seem to stretch up even higher than the rest of the rooms. And you see that the ground sort of cracks, and there is this circular hole in which you can see this small, like, puddle of ink is now just pouring down into it.
Hmm.
And you can just
Oh,
about
that's
see
nice.
from the angle you're at, you can just about see that this hole there are 4 statues on the corners of it.
Could I do like perception checks to get a bit more info on what the statues look like?
Yeah, absolutely, go for it.
Or is the hole? It's not a circle hole.
It's like it looks like a crack in the floor.
Because he hasn't had corners. Circles.
No, you'll see more in a second, Sarah, when you get there. But they're
Hmm.
it's not more like the statues at the 4 corners of a circle, but they're at the
And-
4.
And
Points.
by in a second, Adam means in the next turn, so within 10
Yeah, so
minutes.
10 minutes.
Of actually. actual-
Look, clear up in 10 minutes about.
Yes. Oh, can I actually do an investigation and be cheeky?
Yes, go for it. I like that.
Because it's a better skill. Got my bonus. Ah, 26. Nice one.
26.
Wow.
You look out at these statues, and there's nothing about them that seems particularly like poignant or notable. Like they just seem to be kind of like these formless statues of warriors. It looks like maybe age and time has kind of like slowly eroded them. Kind of looking at them now, it looks like what you'd normally assume to be like water damage, like as if they'd been underwater, and that has like eroded away. But you can see like this stone. It's kind of this grey stone, but you can see parts of it is stained with black marks, and you're pretty sure the reason why any features have been worn off of these things is because at some point these have been under ink, as it were, for quite a long time. But yeah, you do see again the part of this ink is kind of running into this sort of hole in the center floor and is just pouring down.
Neat. And
I wonder
convenient.
whether that's worth thinking about my next turn, whether it's worth going through that way or continuing down the corridor.
Up to
I
you.
was going to say, Brass
another door
was
on the other
gonna
side of
he
that
was going to
road?
check the other side past
If you want
that.
then you can go do that now, Brask, if you still moving. Then you can move, yeah.
4, 5,
That
6,
was
7,
Evaluating
8,
options.
And I will say for
9,
Christina's
10,
sake,
11, 12.
from where you are at the moment, Christina, you can't see anything into the hole. You just see kind of there's a hole, but you can't see what's down
Edges
there.
across.
Brask, for your own benefit, stop where, I mean, because it counts as part of your movement, stop where Christina is, just to get the picture, and then move
Yeah.
back again.
As you're passing, if you're passing Christina, you could have a look Brask,
Just-
at what she's
just-
seeing.
Oh, yeah, I guess I'll,
Yeah,
I'll
temporarily. Yeah, there we go. Now you can look at it.
do a bit of a perception check into the room, I guess, see if there's anything I pick up.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah, roll me a
unique to
perception check.
moi.
Roll me a perception check.
14.
14. You see largely the same details as Christina did. You see this hole, you see ink pouring down to it, you see these kind of faceless statues that they don't seem to strike any importance. What you do pick up over the perception check in particular is you can hear that ink that's running down drops for quite a while, but then seems
Oh.
to hit what would you naturally imagine is water, but you're probably presuming more ink.
Ink, yeah.
There's a swoosh, like a waterfall running into a lake.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, so wait, where have I gone? Brass got to the corner, and it just loops around again.
Mhm.
And there's nothing really, potentially nothing interesting down there, but it's hard to
Nothing
say.
really spicy.
Just loops back down in the direction we came from. Probably just zigzagging.
Cool.
Is a guess.
And is there a way through this room, or that the room that you're looking at?
The room, the hole.
Yeah, is it a viable way forward, or?
Apart from the hole itself, there's no door or anything. But it can be seen at the angle that Christina and Brass can see through. Pebble, do you want to use your movement?
Did I don't I don't
I
know.
mean, considering how far back you are, I don't think.
But,
But
you
I
were
did-
quite far. You
Oh,
were quite
maybe,
far
yeah.
away.
I
Maybe
did so I did from some. I think the way this goes is from here. Whoops, from here, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's it. That's as much as I can move.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's fine.
So it's like a big
And-
crack in the floor. Like it's not like a hole that's been carved deliberately. It's like an accidental hole.
None of you have gotten close enough to look at that
Oh, okay,
level of
okay.
detail. That's the end of that round. 2 rounds remain.
Oh my god.
This time we'll start with the lower group.
Was it?
So you guys.
So
Chad, not
5,
Chad.
10. I'll go here just so 15.
Yeah.
Alpine, go!
11, 12. I can see one statue. And that's
Frost,
one
what
I
do you
come from.
see?
In the room.
No. Where you just
Where
were,
you are.
like down that corridor, like
Oh.
this other.
It goes south and then east, and then who knows?
I mean, this seems
Important.
too important to not investigate.
Around the corner.
No, the big.
No, the
big
hole.
Big,
Yeah.
big.
Yeah, Brask was considering going sort of halfway into that room and then yeeting his boomerang into the hole. See what happens.
Mm.
Okay, is there anything else Tali can see in this room?
Well, maybe perception check.
Should I
How
go
close are
into
you
the room,
getting?
or- Well,
Yeah,
so
you-
that's the thing. I mean,
You're the closer you get to it, the more information you'll see.
20, 25.
I like the shadows a lot.
I guess 30 to see
Yeah.
like. And then perception.
Roll me a
check?
perception check, yes, please.
Yeah. 14.
14. So as you approach, you see this kind of crack in the floor. It is kind of circular in nature, but it doesn't kind of look like it was carved. It almost looks like an opening to a natural cavern.
Hmm.
Except when I say opening to a natural cavern, you can't see what's down there. Because although ink is
Even with
pouring
my.
into, even though
vision?
ink is pouring into it, there is this kind of like about maybe 3 or 4 foot down, this layer of like mist or fog. You can hear the ink run goes through this fog, and you can hear it crashing into some like lake or something, water down below. But you cannot see what's down there. However, as you kind of walk up to this, look at it, and enter the room, you hear this going as all 4 statues point
Gonna have to
into the
play.
circle.
Playing wizard's
Oh.
chess, guys.
As part of this perception check, like we haven't seen the other group.
You have not
We
seen the
haven't.
other group.
We haven't heard the other group.
Nope.
Is it? Do we hear anything? Is it like A? Do we hear anything down this hole? Or second, is there anything in this room that would give away that they have been in here?
Roll me another perception check or investigation check.
I'd prefer perception.
Also, how many entrances? I mean, probably can't see.
I mean, it
it.
only looks like the one.
That's yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna point out as well.
Ooh, 21.
21. So it's getting hard to tell. Like you would normally look for like maybe footprints or any disturbance, and because there is now this kind of like current of ink that is running into this hole, you like any footprints would be covered up. But like listening down, like you don't hear the sounds of any movement coming from down below. And in 21, you kind of listen out, and you can hear distant sounds of like feet splashing through ink, coming from beyond Brask.
Wait. Beyond what?
So they might be the other team might be like coming back, something like, or something's coming down that corridor behind me.
Yeah, and you can hear it sounds like they're trying to move quite fast, Harley. You think in a similar vein that they are panicking for running out of time.
Ah, okay. Right. So this well, Talia will explain to these statues are all pointing into this big hole in the floor. I can't actually see because there's a lot of there's a lot of mist or something.
Cool. Seems safe.
I don't know if we need to go in here.
Your guy is telling you yes.
My body.
Yes.
Have you? I assume you've relayed the information of somebody's running towards me.
Yes. Yeah, she will say
Towards or
Tali
beyond?
thinks it's the other group, so
And we hate them, right?
Eh,
they
We're
betrayed
not
us.
fans of this.
We're not
Yeah.
super. We don't really want to care about them. We just want to get that job done.
In that case, Brask is going to. What's it going to do? Where's it gone? It's got. Well, I don't know if this will work as I want it to. I want to like under the ink. Want to cast Entangle on it. That when they reach that point in the corridor, they'll slow and be held up in the ink.
How
keep
long
them
does
away
Entangle
from us.
Last?
It's a good question.
like the plan,
Casting time,
I
one
think.
action, duration up to a minute. Oh, so it's not that useful. I probably
Yeah.
have to just
It
like
won't last
maybe I'll.
long enough, unfortunately.
In that case, can I? Here's what I'll do.
I mean,
I'm
if
going
I
to
was
move
like
to that.
slowing them down or trapping them, like the point the ink's getting to is starting to get to the point where, in a give it half an hour, this is going to start slowing people down. Like, it'll be deep enough that you all start have to wade through it.
How? You had to estimate how close did they sound? Ollie?
You can roll me a perception check if you want.
Okay. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll get a natural one.
Cool.
Great.
You don't know, Brusk. It's kind of weird. It's not for lack of you can hear movement, but also you're hearing your companions move, like it's splashing. And it seems like the more this ink rises, the more these chambers are starting to echo with sound. So
Yeah.
you're hearing the splashing of footsteps kind of now coming from a bit around everywhere. From ahead of you, but also behind you. And I also imagine, Brass, you're still a bit nervous about Chad, and you're trying to listen out for Chad, so yeah, you are distracted and you're not able to tell.
Aww.
That's
Just a bit
nice.
overwhelmed, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. What Brask may do then is do 10-foot of movement just to get to this bit. Okay. So I've gone south those 2 blocks. Then it just
While you're
goes.
checking.
Yeah, it goes east for a while, and then looks maybe like it goes south again.
Mm.
So I'm gonna guess this is like a windy dead end.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
Or it connects to the other part of
yeah,
the
that's what
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
like. I think if the other group is coming this
Which
way,
means that Chad's never gonna be able to reach us in time, like ever. If this is if south is the only entrance to this mega room with the hole, Chad needs to do the windy bit, catch up to the other team as well. Fuck.
with the dash, I have enough movement to get to the hole. Potentially. Wait, let me do the math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I mean, Tali also suggests that
Yeah.
Tali could fly down there, and also be able to fly back up again if it's not good.
Go say, do we have like a rope or anything? What's that?
There's
Oh, yeah,
water at the
I
bottom,
have-
but we could check how deep it is.
I have a rope. It's made of hemp. I don't know why that's
Nice.
relevant, but I like it.
But we don't have anything to tie it to.
Statue.
Statues, yeah.
Mm.
The statues who
They-
seem.
can hold it.
They move though. I don't. Tali
That's
isn't
fine.
sure if
Only their
they'll-
arms moved, like the whole
Yeah,
torsos
for
and legs
now.
and stuff have not changed. That's true.
I'm happy to hold on to it.
You can also do that.
No, but there's like a lot of like there's protruding, rocky bits, right, in the
What's
cavern.
that?
I think it's fine.
I
I think
can-
it's safe.
I
Okay.
have a spell that causes me to climb walls. So
Nice,
That's true. Spider
Yeah,
climb.
that'll do.
Christina. You haven't done any of your movements, so you can't really get in
Have
the
I?
hole.
I thought
Not this
For,
one. yet.
not for the stand. You were the very first one to see the hole.
oh okay.
So you can, if you want, you can get in the cavern as well.
You could cast spider
I-
climb and go walking down the hole.
Yeah. I want to do I said we want to do like a Doctor Who and just like jump and then be like, well, I might die.
Depends how, but
Oh,
yeah,
dear.
depends how deep it is. How deep the
So I'm
water
gonna
is.
go
Down.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hi, Tali.
Hello.
Also, can you?
I'm gonna
can
do a
you-
diagonal so I'm not right on top of you.
Good.
4. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Spider Climb and just like have a nosy.
What does it look like when you cast Spider Climb?
Nothing happens. I just
You just
start
stroll in.
walking.
Turn into
Yeah.
Tali, you just
Spider-Woman.
watch as
Straight under.
Christina.
Christina
Christina,
just
what
sort of
the fuck, Christina?
But
you
how
walk and
does
you-
that
To inverts
like, use
gravity.
up my
and just-
movement?
Yeah.
it will, but that's fine for me. Roll me a perception check as you do
Alright,
this as well.
It has to be perception.
For this, yes.
Oh. Okay, 15.
All
15,
right.
that's very good. So you start walking down, and like, this is the very strange thing. Like, you've used Spider Climb a few times now, but you haven't ever walked down something that is like, this is broken like floor. This isn't smooth. So it's kind of like walking on gravel, and it is odd that you put your foot in some places, and sometimes the rock just comes loose and just falls.
But also ink.
Also, not helped by the fact that ink is running down over your feet. So you are now like walking down a waterfall,
Fantastic.
and you step, and very quickly this fog cloud completely emerges over you. So now you are walking, not really sure where you're going. It is now looking like, you know, you're walking through a foggy day. Being very careful with your foot placements. But you, after not too long, like the floor where you are, the ceiling you're walking now on is quite shallow in a sense, and you start to realize you curve back round to be standing on the underneath of the floor you
Yeah,
were just
so you
on.
go like.
And as you do that, you
Whoa.
pull your head sort of comes out of the fog that you were in, and you see. What is the range of your dark vision?
Let me find out.
I think it might be 120 feet.
Isn't right. Where would I find it?
Are we under like senses?
Imagine if it's like 3 inches.
Then
It'll be underneath,
Where's-
like where your passive wisdom, passive intelligence.
dark
Like,
vision. You can see in the darkness up to 60 feet.
60 feet, okay. You see a large cavernous expanse open up in front of you, beneath you, that stretches out beyond your dark vision. You can just about see what appears to be like a floor. There is this kind of raised, it almost looks like an island, like raised out beyond what appears to be an expansive lake of dark liquid.
Of ink.
You see very little. Like, there is no light down here. You can just see the ink pouring down, hitting parts of this kind of like lake. But there is two things that stand out to you. There is just jutting out of this island, this stone archway that has this kind of glowing, swirling purple energy within it,
Portal.
looking very similar to the door you entered through. And then at the center of this island, there is a book, golden in color, seems to be emitting light, and it's just floating, like slowly rotating.
crap.
So the book is in the archway with the purple swirling, or next
No.
to it?
No, quite far away from it.
Charlie
Yeah,
will
there's
call
some
out
distance between them.
to Christina. Like, what do you see?
Golden book, the vortex of mystery.
Okay.
Quoting
So
word
it's
for word.
okay. It sounds like we should go. We should go down there. Tali's gonna. Well, how? Okay, Adam. Question.
I would also say, Christina, from what you can see, if you were to just jump in the hole, you would drop down into the water directly below.
Yeah.
There is no
How
danger of
deep?
hitting stone. It goes down about sort of 50 feet.
No, how deep is the
Ooh.
water?
You cannot tell. It's
Because
I'm
it's
completely
ink.
black,
Christina.
It's ink.
but she cannot
Um,
tell.
Oh.
It is completely black. There's no light down there, so there's no way of knowing. The water could be 10 foot deep, could be thousands of foot deep.
Like,
Christina
I know
also
there's
can't
water,
see the edges
right?
of this cavern.
Say again, Christina.
I know, but I know there's water, right?
Yes.
But is it water or is it ink?
Or either
Is it? Is
Yeah.
it? Well,
Liquid.
or is it water from the abyssal sea, which is different, dangerous in its own way?
Ooh.
I have a question for Adam.
Yes.
Because we haven't really spoken about how bonus actions work in this context.
You can use them.
Oh, okay.
You have an
But
action, a
so-
bonus action, and a free action.
Oh,
every
you have a
round.
bonus action as well.
Yeah, I've said it the whole time.
Okay.
Pretty sure
that's
one of
not-
you've used them as well sometimes. So that's fine.
Okay, fine. I forgot.
I just haven't known how to use it myself. Because I
Like
can't
combat, you
dash
have
as
action,
a...
bonus action, movement, and free action, just like combat.
Yeah.
Okay, so the thing I have is I can give myself wings in dim
Mhm.
light or darkness,
Mhm.
but only for a minute. But I would argue that it's enough to get down there.
I would agree. So I think we said it beforehand. The 10-minute time period obviously takes up the moving, mapping, listening for sounds. I'm fine for you to say that your movement is used up in the first minute, and then you're sort of waiting. So yeah, if you want to use your wings to try and get down,
I'll
there,
have
I'm
to
happy
use
with that.
wings as bonus action and then a dash because I've used up all my current movement.
That's fine.
But yes, I will do that. Tali will say, Christina, we're gonna come down, so just don't touch anything until we're all there because we don't know. We know there's meant to be a guardian for that book. Who knows what that is? And then
Cool.
we'll tell the other two. I don't know. Tali doesn't know if it's safe to jump. That there's water, but Tali don't know how deep. So if you can, it's probably better not to jump. I could maybe take Pebble with me, but then Brask would need him.
Brass can. He's got a rope. He can sort of set up a low abseil and lower himself down.
I have a roll 20 question.
Go for it.
Can I just move towards the hole because I'm still next to Tali?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, you can be there. That's fine.
I'm in the hole.
Can
You're
I
in the
carry
hole.
Pebble down with me?
Yeah, I'll say you can carry Pebble. Pebble's
Oh,
a
thank you.
smaller person. So
I'm
yes,
mighty.
you two, you fine. You sort of descend into the hole. That's fine, and you start to, wings go down as you descend. Brusk, are you gonna run and jump in the hole, or what are you doing?
I have one question
Mhm.
regarding if it's an action. I guess it probably is an action for me to place a hunting trap.
Yes, it would be an action.
I have one of those. I wish to place it.
Okay.
Basically where I'm standing.
Yes.
The moment,
So
and then I'll go
yes,
back
it
towards
means-
But without
did you use-
triggering it.
Did you use your movement
Obviously.
to get there that last turn?
I used 2 steps of movement to get here.
Okay,
2 squares, so I've still got some left.
that's fair. Yeah, you place down a hunting trap. There's like a bear trap type thing. You just sort of stretch it out onto the floor.
And I would imagine-
the ink would cover it, so it
Conceal,
would be
yeah.
hidden by the ink.
Exactly.
This completely
Great.
This is
opaque
my
liquid.
thinking.
Yeah. So you place that down. It takes you a few moments to set up, and then you can start moving back.
1, 2, 3, 4 there. Then yeah, I'll head back to here.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's me.
Just to speed things up a little bit, Brass, I assume your intention is to go in the hole next turn.
I suppose it would be, yes.
Yes. Okay. I'm just going to put you in the hole then. I'm going to jump ahead a little bit there, and I will explain what you guys see down there in a bit. We'll jump back to Chad. Although I think before we do that, this might be a good time to take our break. I think.
Ah.
That means something's about to go wrong,
Ooh.
everyone.
Very
Go
nice.
wrong. Or Chad.
All
We'll come
right.
back in 10 minutes or so, and we'll see what happens in the final 2 turns for Chad.
Crikey on a bikey.
Pick up
See you,
with the
yeah.
group who've gone down in the hole.
See you in, I would say, 13 minutes. Is that okay? 20
sure.
past?
10. Yeah,
All
right.
right.
10ish, like I said. Cool.
Bye-bye.
See you in a bit.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
And we're back. Picking up with Unai's amazing mug.
And Will's
Oh, yeah.
amazing guitars, which are lovely.
Unai, roll a mug.
Oh, no, I'd rather not.
Ah,
Will
it's
be-
teal on my desk!
It will be a hot mess to roll this.
Is that a natural 20 you're drinking?
Yes.
20.
Very good. Lovely.
This is all just lighten the mood, so we don't have to focus on the fact that Chad's about to die.
Yeah.
So picking up
Speaking
with
of-
Chad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Chad, you are. So it's still your turn. You can have 2 rounds to go.
So-
You find yourself in a corridor once more.
Slowly
did
filling
have-
with ink.
I had something I may want to do that is relevant because it
Yeah.
pertains to Chad in that. Well, since we went down the big hole and it's potentially non-obvious for if Chad gets to this room, Tali, you're thinking about casting sending.
Yeah, yeah. I will let you do that.
Chad.
Well, I'll let you do that on the sort of way down, as it were.
Yeah.
Ascending.
Yeah, sending.
While you're thinking about what to say,
Hmm.
can I just like sort of fill in what's going through Chad's mind in the preamble to you thinking of what that's coming through? Would
Also,
that
you've
help?
got movement too, right?
Yeah,
Apart from that.
it's fine.
Yeah, I haven't done anything. So yeah,
Preamble,
so
go.
Chad just at the start of it, he's just like, you know, in this corridor by himself, basically back at the start. The corridor's filling up with ink. He is by himself, and he's just sort of like, he's got this mix of thought processes going through. One is just like, right, business mode, let's go, just training kicking in. Let's just just be as tactical as possible and just go as quickly as we can. Part of it is also thinking like, separate from my friends, shit. Oh Christ, this is really bad. This is like I don't want to die here. This is going to be really, really bad potentially. The other thing that's going through his mind is, I'm Chad. I'm Chad Renethius, Vertine the Third. I'll be fine. Yeah, if anyone
Yeah,
can
imagine
do
your
this,
thoughts are like back and
it's
forth
me.
on this. Like you're like, yeah, I'm gonna be fine. We're fine.
I'm gonna
and
be
then you
fine. Oh my
feel-
god, I'm going to die. Oh my
Well,
god.
let's
Oh
say,
no.
Chad, you feel the cold sensation of ink now pouring into your boots as it has kind of crested over the top of the lip,
Yeah.
and you feel your boots filling up with cold liquid.
Yep.
And you're like, yep, nope, I'm not gonna die.
This is fine. This is absolutely fine. It's just
And
like
the black
it's
ink
not kind
starts
of
like
a
leaching its way through your trousers as it starts to stain up the leg.
And Blackpink starts to sing. No, not that.
it's not quite like, it's not like the dog in the, it's not the this is fine dog.
Wait, do you mean this dog?
Oh boy.
It's not that.
It's not him.
Yes, it's not him. It's not him. When Chad is saying this is fine, I can do this, I'm Chad, he's genuinely, he means it to himself. And he's swinging between, he's not like in denial, he's swinging between like, oh shit, I'm about to die, to like, I'm obviously not about to die. I'm Chad. I can do whatever. I'm the best. I'm the greatest.
Does Chad think that he's immortal in the sense that he can't get hurt?
Find out, won't we?
Mm.
Tali, as you're
Yeah.
sort of thinking this to
It's-
yourself, Chad, and back and forth between these thoughts, the comforting voice of Tali rings into your ear as if she was standing next to you.
Yeah.
Later, loser!
Molly, it is you!
But in a comforting way.
Bye, Chad. Nice knowing you.
It's fine.
Go ahead,
it's
Sarah.
fine.
I guess this is
yeah,
one way to solve your vampirism, bitch.
We can save him on the way back. It's fine. Yes, the message would probably be something like, "Hey Chad, I think you got teleported. We went through the hole in the center. Other group not here yet.
How many words? Sorry.
That's 20.
25 words.
Cool.
That's the total.
They went long way around. That's 25 exactly. Basically trying to convey, like, yeah, the other group have been slower than us. So I don't know, like, yeah,
That's fine.
just figures that.
Chad, if you want to, you can respond in 25 words as well.
Oh, I didn't know that's how it worked.
Yes, it does.
Hey, Tali. I'm the best. This will be fine. I'll be right there. I'm not going to die. I'm fine. That's 20 words.
Signed, Chadronethius, Dave 13 the
yeah,
third.
that's one, yeah. Signed, Chadronetius. Yeah.
Does Tali
Yours
need
sincerely.
to roll an insight check for that?
Yeah, go for it. Roll me an insight check.
23.
You think that Chad genuinely believes himself that he is gonna be absolutely fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is a degree of maybe convincing himself as part of that, but he does seem
There
to.
is- Sorry.
No, go on. It's your character.
Sorry.
You explain it.
There's the, he fully wholeheartedly believes this. There is a twinge, and I don't know how this would come through, but certainly like there is a twinge of hearing Tali's voice has made him feel has quietened down the oh shit part of his brain. And yeah, internally in Chad's mind, Chad is very, very happy to hear Tali's voice in this moment. Yeah, it's good.
He could have
You
expressed
kind of,
it
like,
in
shore
20
yourself
words.
up. Yeah, at this point, like the cold feeling of boots, you're starting to acclimatize to it now. Like you're starting to kind of that panic kind of Chris.
Yeah.
You stand there in this corridor alone, ready to move on.
Chad is. I've only just realised it. Chad is Sterling Archer.
Oh god,
Like
he
he
is.
genuinely
Yeah.
believes that he's
Aw,
invincible.
man.
Like he cannot die.
Oh dear.
Right.
As you before you even start moving,
Yeah.
a second voice speaks out to you. I can help you with that if you would like.
Help me with what? Do I recognise this voice?
Roll me a insight check.
It's totally.
10.
10. It takes you a second. You're pretty sure this is the voice of the spider.
Ah, right. Yes, no, you're
He
still
fled
around,
from
aren't
you.
you?
Yeah. I've been watching from a distance, and it seems you've been separated from your companion.
Yep. This is where I do my best work. By myself. But I always
will
have.
leave you to it. No need for me to show you my secret routes and passages then.
Oh, go on then. You know, why not? Yeah, just you know, give me a little 5-word breakdown. 10 words. I'll give you 10 words. Go on. Just sort of fill me in on something I should know. Go on. I'm quite happy to roll a persuasion check on that.
No.
This is Chad in full like.
Yeah.
He's not pretending to anyone. This is him at just his most undiluted.
Oh my
I
god.
think you should know that unaided, you will drown hopelessly alone in this place.
Unlikely. Go on.
Well, I could hasten your journey through here. A little shortcut to your end destination.
Well,
If
hurry
that
up.
is
Tell
something
me where it is. Come on. Chop chop.
But where it is a thing I can do. You surely saw that I can walk through the walls of this place. A power I could temporarily gift to you too, for a price.
What's your price? Come on. Chop chop.
I only want 2 things from you.
No, sorry. You can only have one thing.
Well, then
I'm not
let you
guaranteeing that.
choose. Let me lay my offer on the table, and then we shall discuss. You can't see this creature, by the way, and its voice
Yeah,
is
that-
just echoing around.
Yeah. No, Chad's gonna. Again, I'm not interrupting you, Adam. I'm
Yeah.
interrupting the spider. Chad's gonna. But listen, I've dealt with more people who've done this type of thing than you are. Yeah. What's the one you think you got 2 things you can ask of me? One. Go on. Choose the one, and then we'll see. Chop chop. I've got all day.
Either I want you to simply ferry me from this place, a passenger, as you might describe it, Or if you do not feel comfortable with bringing me from these halls, then that vial of godling blood that you carry on you, I would have that from you.
I'll have to think about it. I've thought about it. No deal. Bye. So that's
Very well.
20 feet of
I'll
movement.
check back in another sort of 10 minutes or so.
No, it's okay. Don't worry yourself. Bye.
What
Right.
was that?
You,
It was beautiful.
you,
You're in the
Oh.
Political
door?
negotiations, that's what that was.
Yeah.
Mhm.
you ever watched Red Dwarf?
Yes.
No, I
I
haven't.
never
I
have.
wanna
Because
watch it.
you're saying Sterling Archer. I've just realised that Chad is Ace Rimmer.
Absolutely, Ace Rimmer.
I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna.
Stoke me a kipper. I'll be back for breakfast.
Oh my god, he is. You're right.
What's his name? Is it like
Ace
Red
Rimmer.
Dwarf is like the one
Yeah.
show that I didn't grow up with.
I really wanna
You,
watch
you
it.
should absolutely watch it all. Will. It's right.
It's
on
right.
the
That's so good.
Ace Rimmer is amazing as a character.
Oh man, sorry. All I'm seeing is that
Yep. What a guy.
that picture is just Chad.
It's
That's
just-
Chad.
Yeah.
Yes.
As Ryan has put in the chat, there is a clip of him riding an alligator through the sky, and I think he blows up a spaceship.
Excellent.
Oh my
Excellent.
god.
Anyway,
Chad in space.
I'll let you look into that in your own time. Are you moving this door?
Yep. Counterclockwise.
You open this door. As you do,
Ooh.
there is a gush more of ink that pours into the room you're in as you enter another room that is just waterfall now of water, ink pouring off these bookcases.
This is fine. Absolutely fine. I can swim. I can wade. That's 30. 5, 40. 45. 50. Just gonna
Yep.
ignore that room up there.
That's fine.
Interesting.
Counterclockwise,
choice.
please.
You've already used your free action to open the door this turn, so that is
Oh,
the end of that
no.
round. So we're into the next round.
No, we're not. Because
Use an action
Chad's
surge,
gonna
are you?
use just gonna use his action surge. So
What's that?
You
Tell
can use action surge,
us.
so you use an action surge to open another door. That's fine.
oh no, wait, hang on. No,
That
hang on.
worth.
No, right, okay. Adam,
Yes.
here's what I'm going to try and do. I've
Mhm.
been using the dash action.
Yes.
Now, this door is not a creature,
Nope.
but
But I think I know
can
where you're
use
going
my
with this.
could I use my charger bonus action to attack the door?
You absolutely can. Yes. Make me an attack roll.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
Up here, long sword, please. 12
12 don't hit a door. Roll damage.
damage. 13.
1 point of damage equals 1 turn. Imagine.
Let me just check something. There are rules for like how much HP things like wood has and stuff like that. So let me just find.
Nice.
God, where is that gonna be?
You want me to decide if it's a psionic strike now, or let me know if I need
Does
it?
Psionic Strike deal psychic damage?
Yes.
The bit it does is not relevant. It does not do extra damage to a door. It will be immune to psychic damage.
Silent Force.
It doesn't. Force damage. It's force damage.
Then it will do extra damage to the door. That's fine.
Cool.
Yes, I will say that you decide now before we go any further.
Go on then. That's an extra 4.
Extra 4 points. So that brings it up to a 17.
Mhm.
I can't find the rules. I'm going to say yes, that's enough. You slam into this door with your shield. You just hear the hinges just go clang as the door just flies forward. You watch as those arcane runes in the door flare up once again, and you are going to take a little bit of psychic damage yourself, as you did not open the door anti-clockwise.
Spicy.
1 point of psychic damage.
How much?
1
One.
point.
Just the one. Excellent.
Just the
I can deal with
one.
That's fine
and
by
you
me.
blast that door off its hinges.
Excellent. Am I allowed to use the last 10 meters,
Yes, you
10
are.
feet of
Yeah,
that?
You can use all your movement.
I'm here. And now I'm going to use Action Surge.
Uh huh.
And I'm going to dash again.
Yep.
No, I'm not, because I don't have a free action.
Yes.
Or no, I could do dash again and do Charger again on the next door.
You don't get an extra bonus action. You only get one bonus action. So you
Cool,
are better
that's
placed
fine.
doing it next round.
Yeah.
That's fine. Ends that turn.
Very nice.
Now your
Very
turn.
nice.
Janice again in the final round of the 3 hours. The ink is now like getting to the point where it's almost up to your waist. What do you want to do?
Sorry, is it Chad again?
There, it's only you now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right, I called it. Right, okay. Right, well, Chad, is the ink affecting movement speed?
Not yet, but you think
Not
you are
yet.
very imminent to that.
Cool. Right, well, that's 10 meters, or 10 feet. Anti-clockwise. Chad's
Door
trying not
opens.
to panic.
That's fine. As you're sort of trying not to panic, you just hear a voice going, tick, tock.
Yeah, busted.
Yep, yeah, totally fine. Of course, that was 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I don't want to get stuck in the corridor. I'd rather be in a room initially. So now I'm going to use my action surge.
Okie dokie.
I was hoping to use this during a big battle, but apparently that's not how it's happening. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. That's
Oh my
a
god.
fantastic corridor.
Did you, when you use your action surge, how many more squares did you move from there?
So I used another dash as my action.
Yeah,
so
so you
no,
should
that's
get
60.
60.
feet.
That's it.
no another 30 feet.
Oh,
You get your movement again each time you dash. So dashing gives you an extra 30 feet of movement.
Oh right, okay. So I don't actually get I don't get 60. I thought dash was just 60.
No, so dash doubles your movement. It gives you your movement speed again.
Right, okay. So I've got to go back 30.
Yes.
30. There you go. Right. Well, I know that this corridor continues going on.
Yeah, that's fine.
Chad's gonna just say out. He's gonna be, well, Tarly, if you can still hear me, I don't know how all this works. I'm still fine. Everything's good. Sincerely, Chadronetius the 13th.
End of the 3 hours. You feel a rumbling, Chad.
Mm-mm.
You watch as the walls of the hallway you're in burst open as ink just starts pouring into the hallway. It is now rushing up to your waist, up to your chest. You can just hear it ahead and behind you as you're now stuck in a long hallway with water rapidly filling up. This one only goes about sort of 6 or 7 feet high. It'll be imminent before it gets entirely filled with ink.
The wall broke.
There are like cracks, like seams in the walls are splitting.
I'd like to attack one of the seams in the wall, please.
Okay.
I
Make
think
your
that's
roll
probably. yeah.
with disadvantage because you are starting to move into underwater combat.
Right. I remember how to put disadvantage on and conditions.
Just roll twice and just hit
Just
lowest.
roll twice.
You can right click it.
You can also right click.
Sure. Oh, I guess yeah. Oh, you hold it.
On an iPad. So,
if you press and hold it.
Oh, that would have been good, wouldn't it? 10 or. So it's a 17 to hit. Cracking the wall.
17. That will hit. I'll say that. Roll damage.
Yeah. And that is. Let's do that. 12 plus another psionic strike. That's 18 points of damage.
Are you hitting this with your shield or your sword this time?
This will be. You've given me
Magic
the
Might is just
option,
flavour.
which you never normally give me the option.
It's only for flavor. I'm just describing the
flavour.
thing you're in.
Chad's probably gonna think blunt force is gonna do more than
in this
something
case.
else. This
Yeah.
is just a. Like
Yes, I imagine you sort of like you push yourself up against one wall and like jump off the wall, smashing into it with another.
Yeah.
As you smash, there is this crack that sort of enlarges, and this thing, it then bursts into you again. As now even more ink is pouring through, and you just see there's a space now that you can maybe push yourself through. You see nothing beyond it. It is just black. Maybe it's ink, maybe it's the fucking void. You don't know what's back there, but you're not seeing another room. You're seeing the space potentially between rooms, and whatever that
back
might
rooms.
mean.
Okay, right. Well, chancing in this moment. Well, it's either mystery or drowning.
Great.
I'll take mystery. So Chad's gonna try and go through this big hole in the wall into mysterious blackness.
Okay, I can ask you to do an athletics check to try and push yourself through
The
what is
gushing
a
ink, yeah.
rushing gout of ink.
I am so glad you asked me to do an athletics.
Yeah, I know you're regular then.
24.
Jeez.
24. Yeah, you put your shield on your back, you put your hands inside this, and you just pull yourself. It's like pulling yourself up a water slide. Like this is hard. I presume you're gonna start holding your breath as you do this, as you are now plunging your head into this cold ink. Yeah, you pull yourself through the hole in the wall, and it is cold. You are fully submerged in blackness. You cannot see. What do you want to do?
Jesus.
Swim up, dive up.
Is it up or is it down? Because we're down.
Yeah, but for him to be able to breathe, like
That's fair.
You have no idea. Like this isn't.
But also, this is
This is-
magical, so.
You're in a magical demi-plane. There is no guarantee that there is air anywhere here. And as you are now sort of floating in this space between the walls, Chad, you're starting to realize that you don't even feel the pull of gravity at this point. Like you could spin, you could turn, you have no idea.
You're in space.
It maybe feels like you're in space, yeah.
Yeah. Am I?
no friction from the ink, nothing.
Yeah, as in there is friction. Like you were still submerged in water, but I'm saying you don't know what way up, down is. Apart from that, you're still like just next to it. You barely know where the hole you came from is. You can only really know it because you still feel that suction kind of pulling you back into the room.
Am I able to open my eyes?
You open your eyes and you see nothing.
Right. Okay. That's great.
What is your Constitution modifier?
+4.
+4. So you can hold your breath for 5 minutes before you begin
Cool.
suffocating. I've been frantically looking for these rules the last like 5 minutes.
Good. Thank you. Fuck.
I'm still here if you want to talk.
Where the ink was rushing in,
Mhm.
was it flowing anywhere?
It is just flowing into the hallways and filling the hallways up at the moment.
Okay, yeah, I was because obviously like the room we're in has all the ink going into a hole. I was thinking, is it like a sort of river finding the ocean sort of deal?
Potentially.
Are we still in like 10 minutes around territory?
We're kind of now it's pushing outside of that, realistically.
This is
being
kind of
that you only
almost
have
combat.
5 minutes to hold your
Yeah.
breath.
And
And you're also technically not on the map anymore, so, you know.
yeah,
We're much more in Theatre of the Mind space right now for Chad and Atheus.
I suppose the thing of if Chad were to kick or swim, like do a thing, would he have the sensation of movement?
Yeah, if you start like kicking your legs and trying to swim, you do feel like you're moving, yeah. You feel like because at the moment you still got that current of like this hallway filling up. You can feel yourself pushing away from it. Is your intention to kind of like just swim in a direction and see what happens?
Keep going for a turn. Yeah.
So you sort of push your
Yeah,
legs and
sorry,
swim.
I'm not deliberately being slow. This
No,
is
don't worry.
probably the most dire situation Chad's ever been in.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. I'm not. Don't worry about it. I don't blame you for not like. It's interesting. You start kicking away from this current, and then you almost have like a jolt as the current stops, as the room you are in, and maybe the entire labyrinth has now completely filled with ink. You sort of go, "Bruh," and you kind of jolt up. You're just swimming. Complete darkness. To some sort of degree, you feel like this must be what it would like if you were to sort of swim up into the night sky. But there are no stars lighting your path, no moon, no sun. It is just entirely dark.
Chad would assume, again, Chad's not a big magic man. Chad would assume logically there must be a finite amount of ink. And if the ink was filling up the corridor and the rooms, that means there must be decreasing amounts of ink in whatever I'm currently in.
Potentially.
Is he able to determine an up?
Roll
not.
me. This is going to be a survival check.
Cool. I don't think I've ever rolled a survival check.
No, this is much more sort of like
Cool.
this is instinct and yeah, ability, quite literally, to survive.
Yeah. Well, I'll never roll a survival check ever again because that was a 3.
Good.
So
Oh dear.
You
No indication.
have no idea. Like you've kicked up, and what was the last time you moved when you were in the room was up, but you've kicked away a bit now, and you've swum up a bit, and you're like, just a sense of doubt is kicking in as you are like eyes open, eyes closed, nothing changes. You are just in black. You are freezing cold. You can't tell. You sort as you're looking around, you feel your body rotating, and it's starting to get disorientated. You couldn't even confidently find your way back to the room you just swam out of.
yeah. This is starting to seem like possibly not a great idea, guys. Possibly, yeah, not a great place to have ended up. I'm gonna for myself. I'm just gonna roll this. Cool. Chan's gonna reach for the vial of Tali's blood
Mm-hmm.
at his belt.
You
And-
reach out. Do you just keep it on your belt, or I assume it's in like a pouch or something? You probably don't walk around with that. I assume out.
Yeah,
out
yeah,
in
it's
the open.
not like hanging. It would be like in a pouch on a string on the thing. It would be like something I can just like grab and like yeah. pull
As you
off.
pull it out, there is a silver light kind of beacons from it,
Oh,
as it itself seems to repel this darkness.
do I see anything?
Still-
Chad's gonna see that happen and it's gonna be like, oh, wait.
Yeah.
Wait,
You're
wait,
holding
what?
that, like you're almost holding it like a. It's like you're holding it like a light bulb, almost as if it's lit by itself. And you
Yeah.
hold it around, and you kind of rotate, and there's this moment of hope as you see the light, and then you rotate in this space, and there is just nothing. You can't. Yeah, you don't even think you went that far from the building, the labyrinth, and you just don't see it.
Does it illuminate me?
Mm-hmm. It's interesting because, like, if you were swimming in ink, This
Yeah.
shouldn't be working. It seems like you are no longer in opaque liquid. You're now just in liquid. Whatever that means. Chad, roll me a perception check. If you kind of
Yeah.
desperately scan around this environment.
From a web perception, there you go.
Oh, thank you. 19.
19. You rotate around trying to find up, down, left, right, anything. A little bit panic kicking again. You just cannot see even the labyrinth you came from. You see nothing. You don't see. There's no like a light in the sky. There's no nothing. And just at the very edges of this light that is illuminating from Tyler's blood, you see something swim by.
Oh no.
Something immense, the
Oh, no.
size of a cathedral, at the very edge of your vision. A long snake or eel-like body. As it dawns on you from all your, Sunday religious practices, for whatever means, you're pretty sure you're now in the depths of the abyssal sea.
Very nice.
And you can feel the tightness of your breath as you are starting to run low on that
Yep.
breath that you've been holding on to.
Cool. Chad obviously isn't going to say anything because he's under the ocean. He's going to think to the spiders, but right, yeah, no, okay, I've seen enough. There you go. Thank you very much. Please get me out of here.
The cost has increased. It is now my original point. Passage from this place and the vial both. You see that snaking body move again.
Have altered the deal. Pray I don't alter it further.
Yeah.
How would you otherwise get out of here?
I can be patient, unlike you.
Yeah, but yeah, how patient, Yeah, how long have you waited here already? I'm assuming that the speed of like whole conversation of like thought is probably a bit quicker than like in.
Little bit.
So I'm gonna milk this a
Only
little
a
bit. if that's
tiny
okay.
bit.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be Chad if he wasn't pushing his luck.
Yeah,
I have
strikes me that unless you want to
countless-
wait for another 3,000 years, possibly you need me to get out of here.
I'm not really sure you're in a position to negotiate.
I am always in a position to negotiate. Do you know who I am?
I haven't the foggiest idea, and it occurs to me that I doubt your memory will last that long. If you are left
You
to
are.
remain here.
I'm sorry. Part of me wants Chad to be Chad up until he drowns or gets eaten by whatever this thing is. And part of me obviously doesn't want Chad to die.
Yeah. I think what
You make a
happens
deal
is,
with the eel?
I think what happens is Chad is about to make a witty retort, and then
Big
there's
eel?
Yeah.
as you feel the last of your airs leave your lungs. Now I'm just going to check on the actual bit about suffocating and how long you have before you actually die.
Nah, cool. Chad just gonna be like, you know what? Cool. Fine.
Yes. When a creature runs out of breath or is choking, it can slide for a number of rounds equal to its constitution modifier. And at the start of its next turn, it drops to 0 HP and is dying. It can't
And
regain
so
hit
it's
points or be
unconscious.
stabilized. Yeah, to breathe again. So you now get to the point, Chad, where you have, I think, 30 seconds before you
Cool.
are done.
Yeah, here it is. I'll take you out. Come on.
How,
Chad,
though?
come on, I haven't got all day. I've got
Just gonna-
places to be.
we have a
I've
brown
got I've got daughters to marry. I've got father to kill. Come on.
That's very
As
basic.
you sort of like wave this around, desperately holding this, like trying
Oh,
to
no,
be
no,
as
he's not like waving around. He's just like, yep, come on,
yeah.
ding ding.
You feel a tight bond around one wrist.
Try
You
not
feel
to
an arm wrenched up. You feel a tight bond around the other wrist and the other arm wrenched up. You feel as spider webs are tied around your body as if you were like a marionette doll. You are suddenly strung up and you feel your sort of body start just swimming in a direction. And as
Nice.
you do, the vial of blood you are holding, the light just dims. You feel it just sort of fade from your grasp. Your body is being autopiloted in a direction you don't know where. And you just feel your consciousness fade as your body is just mechanically being moved in a direction.
As Chad's consciousness fades, his last thoughts before he goes unconscious, because this may well be, as far as he knows, this is the last thought he will ever have. Is well, good. Yep, I'm getting out of another sticky situation. This is great. I really hope the others don't mind that I've made this deal. I hope Talia doesn't mind that I've given her blood to whatever this thing is. Oh, I'm getting sleepy. Oh.
Ah,
We jump back now.
Tommy like
20
feels like a shiver down her spine, like, oh, something bad's happened.
Maybe. We jump back now to 20 minutes earlier. As
Oh.
you guys descend into a cavern below. Ty, your wings, these Aurora Borealis wings, branch out as you clutch onto the hobgoblin pedal and descend slowly down into a large, expansive cavern. With your dark vision, you are able to see the entirety of this platform, so we start moving across to the next map.
So it's like a big, it's just a big cavern.
Seems that way.
Can describe. Does it have like bookshelves, or is it just an empty cavern apart from this like one book?
Nope, there are. You still see like books scattered around on the floor and stuff like that, and a couple of bookshelves. But this is not like a small chamber. This is a. It looks like you're in a cavern. I'd say, even with your dark vision, though, you don't see the edges of it. You just kind of feel that kind of like cold, almost like breeze of what feels to be an expansive space, or like an underground lake almost. And there is this sort of island you just kind of arrive on within it. I'll put Christina. How long does Spider Climb last for?
hour of concentration.
Oh, that's a lot.
Oh, amazing. Okay.
That's super cool.
So you're technically going to still be on the roof when we move across here. Cool. So that's fine. I'll put you there. You'll see in a second. I'm about to change the map over. Yep. So you should see a different map now, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are a BAP.
Yes. If you back.
Ooh.
BAP.
Everyone apart from Brask, you cannot see in the dark. Oh no, you have a lantern, didn't you? No, you don't have
Wait,
one, you-
but I can't see. I don't have like shadows. Adam.
Nope, there is no. Oh no,
Everything
you actually
is-
shouldn't have any.
Yeah, I can see the entire map.
You can see the entire map.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
That's correct.
Okay.
That is the plan.
Are the grey bits in between, is that water or are they walls?
That is water.
Ah.
The reason though, there's not. This is not a walled space. The reason why you can see everything is because this is completely open. You can see everything, and within reason with your dark visions, you should be able to see everything. I'll fix the actual lighting situation in a second because I forgot to set that up. There we go. That should do it.
Oh, that's beautiful. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, sorry, chat.
And then just
Sorry.
get Brass
Oh,
lantern
wow.
back on.
Oh lord,
Uh,
okay, everything is very purple.
Yeah,
I like
I'll,
it.
I'll change it in a second.
I like purple.
It's a little awkward.
Yeah, I'll
No,
change
purple
it.
is good. It's a nice color. Ooh.
That's a little better actually. I think that works.
No, we're not BAP anymore. We are CBAP.
Yeah. Yeah, you touch down in this chamber. I'll give you a map for visual, but I'm not using the map right this second. You see off to one direction, you see the glowing portal off in the distance. And yeah, directly ahead of you, there is a book floating and glowing.
Fantastic.
We should be careful because, you know, they mentioned there will be a guardian for this. Is this book the book we think it is? Like, also, it could just be another.
Yeah.
You want to roll a perception check?
Yeah, I do. Like, we're assuming, and it probably is, but you never know. I'll roll it in real. 21.
21. As you kind of look at this book, it is like, yeah, floating off the ground and slowly rotating. You do see on across the cover, etched into it is the mighty consequences of small prophecies.
Wow. Nice.
Fancy seeing that here.
So, I mean, all we need to do is get the book and get out. We don't actually have to fight whatever guardian is guarding.
Mhm.
I don't know where Charlie doesn't know where Chad is. He said I told him we went in here, and he said he'd be right here. So I don't know. Charlie doesn't know.
There's a little skeleton. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, is that actual? Is that? Are we using
That is
the
a
map
skeleton.
for a dead person?
You see there is a skeleton on the map.
Okay. At least one person is.
I mean, I don't know if it's a person skeleton, but yeah.
You'd have to get a closer look.
Wait, the darker bits, are they?
Water.
Water. Okay, so
Okay.
that's why
Water.
that's why we can see absolutely everything. All right,
Mhm.
I got it.
Yeah, there's no walls here. You're like on an island
Or
in the center of a giant
abyssal,
lake.
or abyssal. We're not sure if it's
Oh, the
water
Abyssal
or
Sea.
ink or.
Ink or the Abyssal Sea, one of the two, not sure.
Neat.
Is so the library above was filling up with ink. Are we in the same danger in here? Obviously, it's a bigger space and etc. But is this gonna fill up?
You do see from the crack in the ceiling, like liquid pouring down and crashing into part of the lake. You don't know. It is near impossible to tell because it's just even again with your dark vision, Tally, you cannot see like the edges of this cavern, and you can't see how deep this liquid goes.
If only one of us could master the technology of sonar. That would be very much in character. Yeah. Okay. What can Pebble contribute with?
We need a plan.
Yeah, we need a plan, definitely.
Do we, like Tali said, we really just need to grab this book and leave through that portal, I assume. Do we try and wait for Chad? Do we just go? Do we throw the book? Would send one person with the book through?
That was what I was thinking. Like, we don't all have to get the book; just one of us has to get to it, and then we can like daisy chain to get it away from wherever it currently is.
But then, do we all leave, or do some of us try and stay and wait for Chad, or do we just leave and hope he comes back?
I mean, it's not just Chad either. It's also whoever was running up that corridor.
Well, it's probably the other lot.
That's several lots of fighting potentially.
I could.
We need to be prepared either way.
Yeah. I could. I can cast Mage Hand at no extra cost because it's a cantrip and it doesn't require concentration. Which means I can be at 30 feet from the book in order for Mage Hand to be able to get
How
The
far can you
book.
move Mage Hand a turn?
30 feet. So it would impede my dash. basically.
I also have Mage Hand.
Oh, nice. I don't know. Oh, I don't know.
It's
Brass
book.
had. Magic.
Is
Yeah,
the
it's a-
book light enough? I'm guessing it is, right?
Yeah, it looks like it should be light enough.
Yeah.
And for extra, or I could vortex warp the book somewhere. Oh no, it's only with creatures, not with objects. I think.
But you could teleport a creature holding.
Yeah, that's
But
correct.
but do you think that it will definitely? It might not work.
Wait.
So-
Within a range of 90 feet, 30, unoccupied space within range. Okay, so if I place myself, where is the book?
Yeah, that's it. Let me just put it on the map so you can see actually where the book is. Forget.
Also, it would be banging if I could, do like slow zooms and pans on Roll20, but as it stands, it's all like clunk, clunk, clunk.
Yeah, it is.
Cool. Well, that's cool. That's nice. Let me center it for the benefit of which means, so we are now
Sorry.
40 feet away from the map. So if
Yeah.
I move 2 squares up, from the book, if I move 2 squares up, that's it. That I can grab it. But
Sorry, that teleporting spell you were talking about. That on a willing creature, or can we do that on whatever turns up?
if
No,
I
you
do
can
it,
try- you can do it on any creature, but they have to try and resist it.
yeah,
Willing
exactly.
creatures obviously.
There's
do
like
whatever.
a dice contest. If yeah.
There's also
Okay,
a
let's roll.
chance it won't work, or a chance that
Nah.
something else might happen. So
I-
we just need to factor that into a plan
That's
if we're going to use it.
true. I can also water walk for some reason. I can turn myself into gas again.
But you can't carry things.
Can't carry
I mean,
anything.
it sounds like we have a way to grab the book without being physically near it, which is good. But I think we need to decide on: are we all just going to go through the portal? Are we just going to try and get the book to the portal and all leave?
Do you know what? What if we all make our way down to the portal. Someone stays, or I can stay. Well, would
You'll be staying with whatever's guarding that book.
We could be on the other side of the water next to the book,
yeah,
near the portal.
Yeah.
Grab the book using Mage Hand.
yeah.
Be pretty close to the exit as and when we need it.
And then if things twist, I can use Vortex Warp to yeet someone, whoever's got the book at that moment, out through the portal. Because Mage Hand, I assume if I Vortex Warp plus Mage Hand would probably leave Mage Hand in the plane where I am, no, right?
What's a concentration spell? Or
Mage Hand
okay,
is
Mage
not.
isn't, though, yeah.
Mage Hand is
Mage
not
Hand is.
concentration spell, but
Pretty sure
Vortex
Mage
Warp.
Hand is as well.
Nope.
Yeah, I feel like I feel
Sweet.
like it is, but maybe not.
It doesn't say so here.
No, it doesn't, to be fair.
Fair enough.
But the problem is that Vortex warping someone who is acting Mage Hand with, who is holding the book with Mage Hand. What's the mechanics of that?
You
Does
can't do that.
the person and the Mage Hand move together, or yeah,
No.
exactly.
Yeah, it'll disappear.
Items
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
physically holding.
Cool. So yeah, let's do Mage Hand from the other side, like the closest we can get to the portal, basically.
And then are we just gonna wait?
Sorry,
Are we just going to wait then, or are we gonna go through?
through the portal.
So if we think Chad is on his way,
What do you
if that's
say?
what we do, then
Okay.
we potentially wake up whatever guardian this book has. We get out, and then Chad just turns up and is right in front of him.
We can wait. We can wait near the portal, at a distance where Mage Hand can be employed to grab the book as soon as Chad appears.
Yeah.
Basically,
You can just
What if the other people come? The misfits.
we can negotiate.
You think they want to negotiate? They put a wall in front of us as soon as we entered here. They're not gonna want to negotiate. They'll grab it and they'll leave.
Fucking hell, you're right.
the like hole that everyone came through. How big is it? I can't remember.
With
Ooh.
sort of like 5 foot radius. So like 4 people would probably fit in together.
Okay, because I was thinking like, so we could probably make a pretty decent estimate of wherever someone would land were they to come through the hole.
Yes.
Potentially prepare for that as well as the.
Yeah, so I've kind of put you in on the island, but technically it's sort of in the water to your left is where you would actually sort of land.
Well, Hesperia will fly down, so she'll be airborne.
Mm.
Not sure how the others.
But Hespia was nice, no? I mean, she was very mean, but she wasn't the person.
She was very neutral. Very neutral. Barely acknowledged any of them.
Fair enough.
From what you're aware, like obviously it was Baron is the one who actively betrayed you. Gable did the spell, but Gable apologized after leaving, before leaving. So Gable seems guilty about the fact.
Does anyone have something that make themselves like invisible, to conceal somehow? Like, can we hide and wait until if they come or Chad comes, and if they get the book and run through the portal, then we will be right behind them and run through the portal anyway without being seen by them until we are on the other side of it?
I think either way we need to get that book.
Provided that the portal won't, close as soon as the book goes through it. Which would be a very nice game mechanic. I don't know.
We need to get that book because I don't want them to get it. Like, we got here first, but I also don't want to just leave Chad if he's going to be here. But
yeah,
this book is potentially related to the fate of the entire universe.
Yeah.
So
that's a bit problematic. It's not convenient. The fate of the universe. It's not convenient.
How inconvenient.
Yeah, right.
Rask is prepared for you guys to all go ahead, especially Christina since she's injured, and he'll wait behind.
So we could send someone with the book to the portal, and one or two of us stay behind to see if we can.
Yeah, that could
wait
work.
For Chad.
That could work.
How is Christina still fairly injured? Like, she had a bit of a rest, but it's not.
Short rest, so she's
Well,
none of us are in particularly great shape.
Though, because you have both your spell slots back.
Yeah. Did you roll hit dice, Verity? You had short rest.
I rolled, I think 2 or 3.
I think it was 2.
Go with 2, yeah. Because I was gonna roll them all, not realizing I need to have a long rest. Otherwise, I haven't done that. So I think I used about 2. But yeah, because I rolled a 3rd and then took it back because I was like, oh no. So yeah.
So,
Brask, there's a guardian for this book, but this is a pretty empty cavern. Do you?
I can detect invisibility. Sorry.
Well, it could be something that comes from the water. It could be anything. I just Brask, you've tracked things and you can spot markings of creatures. Is there anything here that would give away what the guardian might be? Just so we can.
Rask is going to sort of walk to the edge of the water.
Mm-hmm.
I guess roughly there.
Yeah.
And he's gonna crouch down, close his eyes, and he's gonna put his hand in the ink really softly to try and feel for almost movements within the water.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, as you put your arm down to think, it does go. You go all the way, if you want to, all the way down to your elbow. Roll me a perception or survival check.
They're the same, so
My
we'll
guidance.
go for.
Oh, natural 20.
Wow.
Amazing.
24 in total.
You put your arm down to the river, lake, and you sort of feel around, and apart from the sort of ripples coming from the pour from above you, you feel no movement in this lake. You don't think there's any natural life or fish or anything that are here.
Pebble's gonna cast see invisibility. Sorry. Oh, Christina, go on.
I think you should cast that, but would like to cast Identify on the book.
I think you have to touch.
It may
the
not
cast.
be a.
You have to touch it to cast.
It may
the
not
cast.
be a.
You have to touch it to cast.
Yeah.
Verify.
Yeah. Oh. Did Madame Morgrave say specifically there was going to be a guardian?
Yes.
She said most likely will be a guardian, but she couldn't say
Most
what it was. She
likely.
said it could be a construct, could be some sort of monstrosity. She couldn't. Like she said, she didn't know, but she said that it's very likely to be a guardian.
Could be the spider.
Yeah.
You hear Chad's voice.
Lol. Yeah,
Ha ha!
Pebbles casting see invisibility, please.
Chad descends on the ceiling on the spider web. You cast see invisibility. Roll me a 1d6.
D6. There we go. Oh, it's a 6. I don't remember what happened with 6.
Wild magic happens.
I'm really
Oh
glad I
my
moved
God.
away from Pebble.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
completely
good.
naturally before.
It's very nice.
Casted that.
Roll me a
I just
D12,
happened
please.
to be near
D12.
the water.
D12. Like my mug, which I retired over there because it was a pain in the ass. D12, right? Yeah.
Yep.
It's a 3.
3. On a 3.
Oh no.
Who is within 30 feet of you right now? Let's have a look.
Everyone.
No way. Am I? Doesn't it?
Everyone.
Tali is,
No, I think I'm
Tali
just,
is the
right?
only one who is not
Oh,
within
right.
30 feet of you right now. There's this sort of wave of energy
Oh my
comes out
god.
of Pebble. And the sort of like purple, sparkly pink dust kicks up.
Okay.
And as it settles Tali, all of your companions have disappeared.
Oh, like actually disappeared? They're gone.
You cannot see them.
Including myself.
Hey.
Yeah, Pebble,
Anybody-
Christina, Brask, Tali cannot see them.
Can we still
So
hear
you
Pebble?
guys,
Did you? Where did
you
you go?
still see Tali. You can hear Tali.
And we can
Like
communicate.
Brask, you can't see Pebble and Christina. Christina, you can't see Pebble and Brask. The three of you have turned invisible.
Right.
Is my arm's still in the water, right?
Yes, there's still ripples coming from your arm.
So as I I guess pull my arm out and recoil, maybe there would be some movement kicked up on that might give away that I'm still here.
Yes. So Tyler, you start to pick up on that. You can hear movement of your companions, but also the see invisibility spell goes off as intended. And Pebble, you see nothing. There's not an invisible.
Nothing
creature.
anywhere. What the fuck?
Actually, because of see
Everybody you
invisibility,
see-
because see invisibility, you see Brask
It was like the
and
perfect
Christina.
combo, to be honest.
And I go like, oh crap.
So for some
Okay.
reason, two of your companions have sort of turned translucent. You're not quite sure why.
Can we communicate?
Yeah, you can talk. Like you
I
still...
can't see any of you.
I mean, I was trying to see if there were any invisible creatures, and I think I've turned myself, because I can look at my hand and it's translucent as well, right? Myself, Christina and Brask, invisible. Sorry for that. I mean, it could be good, right?
We can use this.
Kind of. It's just Tali can't see any of you.
For the moment being, can I do anything to amend it? I have a piece of chalk. Can I paint?
You like draw like
Nice.
a mark on yourself or
Can
something.
I, yes? I draw.
Is the
What?
what is the ground
Oh,
made
no.
of? Is it rock?
It's rock. Yeah.
Well, also the
Yes,
chalk
we're
would be
surrounded
invisible.
by ink.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's colour
actually-
ourselves
Very
in.
true.
Let's. Well, not yet. Wait a minute. We can communicate. Tali can roughly know where we are. We can
That's
use this to our advantage. We can use this to our advantage to remain, hidden from the other group.
Okay.
Instead
Well,
of,
I
It's
still think
lost, that way.
I still think somebody should go through the portal with the book.
good,
You
yeah.
do know that a lot of your wild magic effects, Pebble, are fairly temporary. Some of them are very permanent, but a lot of them are quite temporary.
Okay.
I'm not sure how long this will last.
So let's do it with haste.
So who's
Who-
gonna go through the portal with the book?
Seeing volunteers
Good.
to do so.
Fantastic.
Because also, where the book is, I would ink have water content?
Yes. In theory, yeah.
You can use the cantrip shape water, freeze a 5-foot radius. So I could potentially just like freeze little bits of water
Oh,
to
yes.
jump across.
That's
To get to the portal
Very
quicker.
video game. Yeah,
Wait, I mean,
super nice.
is the water that Tali's in, is it deep? I probably should have asked that before I went.
But you're flying. You're
yes,
fine.
yeah, you kind of.
I was fine for a minute.
Yeah, that would have worn off.
Oh.
I thought you were just shortcutting. Yes, it's deep. You would have to swim across. if you want to go that route.
no,
You
no,
can. You can
uh,
have.
So Tali,
Oh. Well, that's awkward because I don't know where I would have been for the invisibility spell then. Because I wouldn't be swimming.
I was under the impression you can just have.
I'll just be there.
We're not actually in like
It's
this isn't
fine.
turn based.
it's fine because that little estuary, you could argue you can jump across that little bit, right?
It's fine.
Maybe.
You're there. However you got there, you're there.
Okay, so we need to get in position then. So, Christina, do you want to come to near the portal?
Yes.
Wow.
I thought I'm going to near the book.
Well, no. So, I mean,
Well, it's
we can
either.
discuss it, but we could grab the mage hand,
Yeah, we're going to
From the
mage
book.
hand the book over to you.
So it's
and then I'm in the middle. So, I could, I could help ferry it to you, or protect you.
cool.
So
Makes sense.
don't know where I'm meant to be.
I don't know if it'd be better to be by the guardian. The guardian that is protecting this, it could position itself in front of the portal.
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense, right? If you're trying to protect something from being
That
taken
makes
out,
a
there's
lot
a
of sense.
permanent portal down here. So maybe it'd be better if Christina was nearer to the portal, and then we grab the book. We didn't, like Ross suggested, we daisy chain it. Tali can fly, if needed.
Ross can attach it to his
How
boomerang
can
and throw
Pebble
it.
help?
Well, either yourself, Pebble, or Brusk is gonna have to mage hand. But you need to be in a range where you can move it across the water.
Cool. So Pebble can position himself.
I mean, yeah, we established we can mage hand it from across the water. We established that.
Definitely. So
But
we
if
can
Pebble
be
is all the way
sort of-
down there, he won't be able to mage hand it over here. I don't think, because that's too far.
but we can make a little.
That's my point.
Move.
Is me and Pebble could be essentially next to you, Tali, and mage hand it across from there.
Actually,
that
let's
will
do
reach.
that, right? Can I be?
If we want to do that.
About here, for example. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And likewise, I could be.
Yeah, it might both to be
Flies.
better, like to the left of me, Brass, so we're covering from all sides.
I
Or
can
unless
only
you're
move
gonna
one
do-
more
Oh,
square. I can go one
no,
to the
it's
left
fine.
and
Then.
then.
It's fine.
I'll let Brass
Okay.
do it because anytime I do magic, it's just
Okay,
dangerous.
so we need to get the book out of here. So let's. Oh, if we're ready, then.
Let's
Pebble
make
will
the
stay
plan and break
next
the plan.
to next to Christina, just in case things go
Oh.
weird.
So is Brass gonna do the mage hand then?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
So
Shall
Brass,
we
you
do it?
send this stream of bees out in the shape of a hand over to grab the book.
Oh wow.
Is that correct? That's what you're doing?
Yeah, that was how I was gonna say mage hand looks for me. Yeah. My bees.
I mean, that's where it comes from your Swarmkeeper abilities. That is it. You watch his hand of bees, kind of clawed like your own, stretches out over this kind of like part, like a river almost of the water, and you go to touch the book, and grab it. As the hand wraps around the book goes and starts flipping through pages rapidly, and stops on a page. Which Tali and Brass roll me perception checks because you're not so close. You might not be able to see what it says.
Oh dear.
I roll a natural one.
Oh, you were just
I
shocked
got
by the sudden
11.
movement. 11.
Hmm.
Brass, you can't read, so it actually doesn't matter.
Fuck.
There is something written on this page.
Are there any pictures?
On writing, and you just watch as the page of the book suddenly start tearing themselves out, like, and start
No!
flying around, and starts forming a shape. You see what seems to be limbs forming.
No.
Our friend.
Book is the
A
guardian.
long, stretched out body, a tail. You see spikes and ridges, a long, lizard-like head, and finally two large, outstretched wings.
Is this
You
a
see
dragon
the-
in a
the-
dungeon?
You see the text on each page, these white pages, suddenly just bleeds and stretches, and to the point where this white creature is slowly inked and bleeded, and to the point where it comes like black marble with small
That's
cracks
beautiful.
of white running through it, and you see a
Hold on, wait. Can I in Celestial say wait? And like,
you say wait, and nothing happens, as there is now a huge
oh mighty
dragon
we're very sorry to disturb you.
outstretched before you,
Can we talk?
as the guardian of prophecies
Can we talk?
stretches out before you.
Can we?
Prove you are worthy of my prophecies, to read my pages. Show me your strength. And I think
No.
we'll end a little bit early today.
No.
Let's kill it.
Hello, Chad.
Kill it
Well,
real
the last
fast.
session before next year, right?
It might be, yeah, we'll have to discuss that everything ourselves,
Oh.
but yes.
No.
I don't
Long
think we have
session.
enough time.
Extra long session.
I want an extra long
Kill
question.
the dragon.
No, we're not gonna kill the dragon.
No, not for
Hey,
the
speak
dragon,
for
more
yourself.
for Chad. What's happening
But
to
combat
Chad?
is 6 seconds a round.
Yes.
So if we're waiting 10 minutes for Chad.
Yeah, Chad is about 200 turns away from possibly turning up. You will not see Chad
Jesus.
in the combat that is about to ensue.
Oh, all right.
No, to get the
That's
most out of
lovely.
this combat, I think it deserves its own session. You
Okay.
do see stretching out before you this black dragon, pure black, made of ink with these cracks running through it, and these kind of points of white on it that makes it look like almost like stars against a night sky.
That's lovely. Very nice.
Guardian
Can I
of
pet it?
Prophecies, the dragon within the dungeon.
And also, we don't know if the dragon can only see Tally or all of us.
I don't know. But yeah, that is where we will pick up next time. And who knows if Chad will arrive? Who knows if the squad of misfits will turn up? Who knows?
Yeah, maybe we should have waited
All-
for Chad, but
All you do know now
Fine.
is that the book that you came to collect is now a dragon.
Nice.
It.
So yeah, well done, guys. You
Very
made it to the
good.
final room. You found the exit. You found the book.
Mhm.
Only with a turn of despair, I think, for you guys. You did lose your vampire, but you know, whatever. He was a problem anyway.
tank.
Lol.
You can pick up a new one somewhere else. It's
Yeah,
I'm sure you'll find one.
Sure.
Yeah.
Baron's a great placement. He's the tank, and he's not a vampire.
Yeah.
We don't know that.
We don't know that. It's true.
It's true. You don't know that. Yeah.
Lovely.
Cool.
Excellent.
Good.
Great.
Verity, you had the inspiration token this week, and you didn't use it, so we'll carry that forward to next week.
To next
Good, I'm
week.
glad.
To next year.
Next time.
Yeah.
That's fine, but yeah. Other than that, I hope everyone has enjoyed watching us. Where's my outro notes? Yeah. Yeah, so thank you everyone for watching us. I hope you enjoyed our game and the climactic battle that we are at the precipice
Very
of,
good.
which we'll pick up next time. If you did, you can pick us up here normally 2 weeks' time. I don't know if we're running again this year, so keep an eye on our social medias and etc. because we'll put it out there if we are or not. But yes, if you follow us here, you can turn on notification. You'll find out when we do go live. You can also find us on Twitter @SmightyGames, and we'll tell you if we want to play again this year or not. If you want to rewatch our last session, this is up on YouTube now, and this session will be up on YouTube next weekend. And that's it. So we've been Small and Mighty, everyone. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.